This week's prompt is inspired by one of my favourite textile artists, Shelley Rhodes, who's written this brilliant book called Fragmentation and Repair. And here's a sample that she buried in her garden for a number of months. And I want to try and replicate that just to see what happens to the different fabrics. So I've got a piece of calico and a range of different fabrics, some synthetic, some natural, some painted. And I'm going to stitch all of those together and just see kind of what happens to them over a period of time buried in the garden. It's quite soggy here at the moment, so I'm going to check it after maybe 2 or 3 weeks and just see what's happened. So I'm just layering these different kind of threads and fabrics together, and I'm just going to do some very simple running stitch just to hold them in place. I quite like to use kind of found fragments of material. So here's my stitch sample, and I'm just going to wrap that into a bundle. I'm going to put a piece of copper and a rusted piece of metal in the middle of it just to see if that kind of stains the fabric in an interesting way. I'm going to roll it up, tie it into a bundle, and then find a spot in the garden to bury it and hopefully remember where I've put it. And hopefully the dog won't dig it up and run around the garden with it whilst it's eroding away. Look forward to seeing you next week for more 52 Circles.